By the fires of justice, I am certain you are evil. So that's me quoting Fireman from the Mega Man remake for the PSP called Mega Man Powered Up, in which they gave the Roadmasters a personality to reflect their weapons in this game. For example, Fireman with burning and such. That was a little tricky. So I'm editing part of the audio out here because I start rambling off, just not making a whole lot of sense. What I intended to try and do was talk about how in the remake for Mega Man Powered Up, they gave all the Robot Masters personalities, such as Fireman with a Cajun accent and a sort of fascination for fire, kind of a pyromaniac type personality, always trying to cleanse the world of evil and stuff like that. Anyways, I'm going to edit that out. I apologize. I won't let it ruin much of the rest of the run, so I'll return you back to the run now, as I tried to do this stage. There is a part coming up in which should be well known for most people. It's like a fire gauntlet room, and I kind of have a trick already set up for it. A trick that affects the timing of the room, that allows me to kind of get through it a little bit easier. And I may make it look very easy. It's not that hard as long as you know the trick. I will kind of explain it in another video that's part of this video, in which I kind of demonstrate alternate ways to do this little gauntlet. But that doesn't usually that room doesn't give me much trouble. Obviously I kind of slipped there, so forgive me there. No? You're not gonna forgive me? That's sad to hear. These guys could be a little bit annoying, but generally this part's pretty easy. And the bullets here are a minor nuisance, but not overly too difficult. And I'm going to avoid running into those tackle fires as they go up through the pit. Alright, so gotta make my shots count on this thing. I do not want to do this again. There's 4 in this room total. And there's always a safe spot that you can always position yourself where you'll set them off and you'll be able to get that shot. Now I know you can shoot them while they're tucked in, but I don't like to risk it this far in. So I'm just going to take my time. I apologize, you can speed up the video if you want. And I will see you at the boss room. If not, we'll just kill this one last one. Alright. 3 shots is all it takes to kill these guys, as you know. And with that done, 4 down, we are at the boss, who I really wished he was a little bit more of a challenge. I mean, I could make him a bit more of a challenge if I were to rapid fire, but I'm not going to. It's just a simple jump shoot. I know that most of the bosses I've killed so far, other than Gutsman, had some sort of cheap trick that I could do that took away any of the challenge of the game. Anyways, I leave you for now. Enjoy some outtakes. There we go. Starting off. Kill. Oh, wow. There we go. Only seemed appropriate. You know what? Let's die. I can't fault him for that. It is definitely a good way to get rid of evil. Just set it on fire. Alright. I hope you don't fault me for using that little trick. It doesn't always work. It's kind of a weird glitch. But that was just shown for cosmetic effect. Style to each of the Roadmasters. or you can do that. Remakes. Alright, so this is a proof of concept video to show you 2 alternate ways to get through this room unscathed. One requires doing this without the no miss rule, and another one is just kind of blatantly exploiting the select trick. So the first trick I will demonstrate is using the Mega Buster to create a delay while climbing up the ladders to create perfect timing to get through unscathed. In my case, for this run, I had to do it without this, but it's just to show you proof of concept. So the first part requires 3 shots, second part requires 1 shot, and you do have to allow Mega Man to move in between each shot so that you do not throw off the timing. So let me demonstrate. First room requires 3, or first wave requires 3 shots. 1, 2, 3. As long as you continue to hold the stick in the extreme directions, you make it through unscathed. I will demonstrate one more time. So as you can see, I'm not cheating. We'll create 1, 2, and 3. Again, 3. And then 1 more, and you're through. This is the second way of doing this. This involves using the select trick, and I will demonstrate it on this side of the ladder because it's easier to see. It's a little bit harder to do it from the bottom of the screen, but it can still be done. I will demonstrate it here for you. As you can see, we've created a tight formation of the fire waves, and I think this is pretty easy to do this gauntlet now, as you can see. So yeah, 2 alternative ways to do this room. I hope you find that amusing. Sadly, Fireman won't put up much of a challenge until the remake in Mega Man Powered Up, where he has the ability to jump, and where he has this fire snake attack that crawls across the ground. The 3 hurdles in the stage are obviously the fire room, the killer bullets in conjunction with the spines, and the screw bombers. The screw bombers, most notably, the problem area is the final room, the final hallway up to Fireman, where they're tucked in deep in the roof, or the ceiling I should say. You can make the shots if you're really good, but I'm not that good. I just wait till they protrude out and shoot them at that point. The killer bullets can be a bit of a nuisance with the spines if the generator that spawns the killer bullet doesn't stop generating them when you go down that first ladder. And of course that final home stretch as you're being chased by a spine or chasing the spine if you want to do it that way. The fire room was a bit of a challenge for me to do without using the Mega Buster shots to create the timing, so what I had to do is just use a visual marker in that room, wait till the first fire wave hit that marker, and then that was my cue to start moving. And of course I created a small delay on the ladder for the second wave to pretend I made a Mega Buster shot, and that's how I got through that part. Final score for this stage is a 3 out of 10. I reevaluated it a couple times, and after practicing with that fire room enough times, I think that's the most appropriate score that I can give this stage. That concludes the video, and I hope you continue to watch the rest of the videos in this series as I continue to produce them. And until then, take care.